What's going on? What's going on, y'all? If you don't know, now you do know. You're officially tuned in to the first episode. Yes, I said it. The first official episode of Health, Fitness, Wealth Business Podcast. I just want to thank y'all for tuning in today. I am your host, Clifton Pope, and we got major announcements, major projects on the way, and a whole lot of things to talk about. But at the same time, I know y'all are busy doing things and taking care of whatever you got to taking care of. So in honor of that, for this first episode, I'm going to keep this short, simple, and sweet and get right to the point on what's to come for Health, Fitness, Wealth Business. Let me just give a quick breakdown on how Health, Fitness, Wealth Business kind of got started, or I guess you can say the origin of it. It was kind of just me just brainstorming and taking like my own path of health and my own path of staying in shape, doing the right amount of exercise, and just overall just trying to better myself just like the next person, and better myself just like y'all that are watching right now, wondering what the whole purpose of Health, Fitness, Wealth Business is. And basically that's all that it is. It's all about me just trying to show what I do to the public and to all the viewers out there on how I myself, Clifton Pope, take health seriously, take exercise and getting the right amount of fitness seriously, and most importantly, just getting your money right, handling your business, minding your own business, keywords, minding your own business, hence creating what you can call yours eventually, which is like your own business, your own brand, something that you can call yours and not having to be tied down, working a 9 to 5 every single day, having to go to work and just to pay the bills and of course pay taxes and all that, which is fine, and don't get me wrong, that is the obvious standard of living, but there's more to life than just doing those things. You can build something that is yours and create like your own asset to which it can generate income down the road. It can generate enough to cover your living expenses to where you can relax, enjoy life more, take vacations, spend time with your loved ones, spend time with your family, that kind of stuff. That's pretty much my whole purpose behind trying to draw that message to crowds all over the place and viewers who are tuned into this podcast, the first episode, I might add, of the Health, Fitness, Wealth Business Podcast, just to tune in to the message of the day in regards to this. And overall, I just want to thank y'all once again just for hearing me out on this. And don't take this to the heart. I'm just trying to start a conversation and get y'all to open your mind and simply think about what it is that I'm telling you, and just like I said a second ago, just hear me out. Now, the whole purpose of Health, Fitness, Wealth Business Program, well, it's a program, it's a brand, it's a business, it's all those things tied into one, just simply to just overall spread the message on basically reintroducing health and taking it back to the basics on how you can remain healthy. Most of it will be common sense, some that you've heard from multiple people, like the ones closest to you, your parents, your friends, your family members, etc., so on and so forth. We'll also bring in new life with like great fitness, and I'll even throw in a few personal tips that I use myself to keep in shape, just to try to help y'all out, because I'm all for helping the next man and giving people a helping hand on something that I personally take very seriously and always have been since I was a little kid, which is my health and which is my fitness. And a quick backstory on how that took place. I owe it all to my dad, ironically enough, because with him being a PE teacher in the past, coaching football, basketball, track, and all that stuff, he takes it very seriously as far as the overall preparation and getting into the right mindset to be able to perform at the highest level in that specific craft of what you choose to do, which in a way develops into a passion, which is kind of what life is all about in a way, finding like that true passion of what it is that you want to do and just going forward with it no matter what anyone says about it. That's kind of how I feel when I look at staying in shape and making sure that I'm the healthiest possible individual myself that I can be on a regular basis, because at the end of the day, I do take that very seriously. Don't get me wrong. And I just want to share with y'all my passion on that and see if I can help influence you on to do better, or if you can just even spread it to the next person who needs that influence. It's mainly just all about getting this message out. That's what it's really all about, as far as bringing in new life with great fitness and reintroducing health and taking it back to the basics, so to speak. Now, to break down the other half of the wealth business part, basically when it comes to wealth, we all have our own definition of wealth. We all have our own ways of which we generate income. All I'm trying to say is cut down on the liabilities, which is basically stuff that's taking money out of your pocket, and focus on assets, which is basically putting money into your pocket. Create something, like create your own program, create your own brand, create your own business whenever you find a possible time out of what it is that you're doing as far as on your 9-to-5 regular job basis and taking care of your bills and taxes and providing for your loved ones and your family. If anything, take time out of all that to do it for them, to where you can escape the quote-unquote rat race and break the cycle and start something for your own family and for the next generation to come within your own family or within everyone that you influence. It's all about having something that you can stand on and put your 10 toes down, in which you can basically call it yours, because at the end of the day, we're all working for somebody, whether it's our employer, whether it's the government paying taxes, whether it's the banks within like paying off loans and mortgages, and I can go on, and I'll eventually get into this a little bit deeper as the podcast series for Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business continues. But I just want to kind of shed light on this and give y'all a heads up of this is basically what's to come, and I'll go into it in more details. And most importantly, it's just all about minding your business. And what I mean by minding your business, it's just simply keeping your daytime job, keeping whatever it is that you're doing to provide a living, because we all have to do that, I myself included. I mean, hey, I work as a pharmacy technician for Walgreens Pharmacy. That's kind of, I guess you could say, my 9-to-5 job. And I'm at the same time, I'm minding my own business, ironically enough, creating my own brand and my own program and my own quote-unquote online business with this health, fitness, wealth business, which I can call mine. This is something that I've been working on for the last few months, ironically enough, since the beginning of the year, and slowly but surely putting my own money and my own time and my own ideas and beliefs and kind of translating it all into this. And believe me, this is only the beginning. I'm kind of still in the brainstorming process. I'm always looking for ways to improve the website and constantly just trying to move upward and trying to take health, fitness, wealth, business, the brand itself, and develop it into the best possible version of the brand, program, business itself that it can be every single day. Because at the end of the day, there's always room for improvement, and there's always room to which, hey, you can do better on this. And I know I still have a lot of work to do, and I just want y'all to bear with me on this. Thank you very much once again just for even clicking on this video, listening to the audio, which I'll eventually put out soon on this, and just following the movement and joining the revolution that, hey, may or may not be televised, but hey, at least I'm doing what I believe in as far as getting this message out. Now, as far as overall what's to come, as far as like the details and the announcements and stuff, I just want to let y'all know this is the first official health, fitness, wealth, business announcement that I'm going to make. I am definitely going to work on an ebook in which I'm going to basically explain the origins of health, fitness, wealth, business more in details and break a whole lot of stuff down in this first ebook that I'm going to put out, I should say. And it's called the Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business Quadrant, Forgotten or Misunderstood. Yes, I'm going to say it one more time. The Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business, Hfwb Quadrant, Forgotten or Misunderstood. And basically, I'm going to break down exactly what I'm talking about more in details as far as health, fitness, wealth, business. And I'm going to basically offer the question as far as, is it forgotten or is it misunderstood? And I know y'all are going to probably hear me say this now and think, what are you talking about, Clifton? What do you mean by this? Like, could you go into a little bit more details, if anything? I'm going to provide the details within each episode of the podcast that I do, and I'm going to provide you a little bit more details as I begin to write the book. Because I do want to say my goal as far as this week, I'm officially going to start working on writing my first ebook, The Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business Quadrant, Forgotten or Misunderstood. And it's going to be kind of like my introduction into the brand itself and kind of breaking down why I started it and why I'm doing this and basically why I believe in this, because at the end of the day, this is really all about what I believe in as far as how I take my personal life very seriously, as far as being the healthiest version of myself that I can be, like everyone else can themselves, and generating as much wealth that I can to where I can leave it behind maybe one day for my family to come and to pass it on to the next person, which is what everyone strives to do. Because it's kind of like passing the torch, I guess you could say, so to speak. So back to the first ebook. I'm going to start officially writing my ebook. And you know, it's funny because I never thought I would see the day in which I tell my girlfriend at times, you know what? I want to write a book, but if I do write a book, I want to write about what I believe in, what I'm knowledgeable about, and most importantly, what I'm passionate about, which is ironically enough the name of my business, Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business. It's crazy and ironic how things come together like that, and now that I'm here making the announcement that my first ebook that I'm officially going to start writing here in the next couple of days, Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business Quadrant, Forgotten or Misunderstood. My goal is to have that book out by the end of the summer, so if anything, be on the lookout for it. If anything, in the month of August, I may push it a little bit more as I complete the final product, which is what my goal is, barring any setbacks. My goal is to put the book out by August. I'm also going to set up a nice little deal for y'all to check out on my healthfitnesswealthbusiness.com/CP for my initials, Clifton Pope. I want y'all to check out the website because there's going to be a couple of deals that I want y'all to click on and see if you like it, most importantly. If you don't, that's completely fine. I'm just trying to offer the best deals that I can that Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business stamps off on and approves, as far as the best kind of deals that will help get your health right, get your money right, get your fitness together, and most importantly, handle your business and keep it together. Because at the end of the day, we are our own brand. We are our own business. Because, hey, the only thing you have is your name and quote unquote your balls at the end of the day. And that's just the bottom line, cold-hearted truth behind that. But now, I just want to let y'all know that's what's to come as far as for Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business. I'll be playing around with this a little bit more as far as figuring out how I can draw more attention. And I just want y'all to continue to push Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business. Go ahead and you can look me up on Facebook. Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business is now on Facebook. You could search the page. The page is officially up. I'll continue to send out invites to those who haven't gotten invited to the official Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business page, to where, ironically enough, I'll be posting my Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business podcast series videos, and I'll even leave the audio available for download as well on that site as well, or I should say the page, as far as for the Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business Facebook page officially. You could also find me on youtube.com/Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business. You can YouTube Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business videos, and there'll be a link to where it'll take you to the videos. And ironically enough, I'll also have my podcast video series available on YouTube for those to watch it, just in case if you haven't already, or if you have and you just feel like spreading the message to the next person. That would be tremendous as well. And I just want to thank y'all very much for, like I said, tuning in to the Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business podcast series. There's plenty more to come. And I just want to thank y'all very much. I really mean this from the bottom of my heart because, like I said, I never thought I would see the day in which I'm sitting here right now recording my own podcast series. I'm not going to lie, I was thinking about this all morning and I was a little bit nervous even doing this until I took a nice deep breath and decided to tell myself, hey, this is yours. You got to push it out there because no one else is going to believe in this but you. But at the end of the day, it starts with you, the people. It starts with yourself by taking the time to even click this link, listen to the audio that will be out on my website, healthfitnesswealthbusiness.com, later on today, if not the next couple of days. And just spreading the message, telling people about it, discuss this, let your mom and your dad and your cousins and your brothers and your sisters, let everybody know about this. That way we can just have a nice little discussion on just reintroducing health to the world, reintroducing how you can provide better fitness to yourself and to the next person who needs that push and who needs that to strive for their own version of greatness. Because with everything going on with the COVID-19 pandemic, believe me, the next best thing we need to do is to get ourselves healthy as possible. And I just want to point this out real quick. If you haven't gotten the COVID-19 vaccine, please do it for the betterment of your own health, because you could look at it like this. You could either get vaccinated or you can eventually die out by the COVID-19 vaccine. And I don't know about you, I'm not going to take any chances playing with this virus, because I myself thought that the COVID-19 virus was a hoax, a joke. And then when I noticed that more and more people are dying every single day from this, it becomes scary. And this is to this day, to me personally, this feels like something that you see like out of a movie. As a matter of fact, ironically enough, I'm sorry to make this into a little bit of a joke, but if you haven't seen the movie Bird Box that has Sandra Bullock in it, ironically enough, that's how this COVID-19 pandemic feels like. Now back to the point of what I'm trying to make. Get vaccinated and eat the right amount of, like, say for instance, fruits, vegetables, and find a nice exercise routine to work for you, which I'll go into more details on how that will benefit you in future episodes of the Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business podcast that you could tune into right here by clicking the link that's available here on my YouTube channel or on the Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business Facebook page if you're visiting it on there as well. Now, to the wealth business side of things, I can honestly say I owe it to really a lot of things as far as to influence me on taking my money seriously. And part of it has to do with, ironically enough, my last trip to Las Vegas that I took, by obviously saving money to gamble and basically losing most of my money and basically having little to come back with. I told myself basically I never want to be in a position to where I have little to no money like this ever again. And that kind of just sparked the fuse of wanting me to basically continue to work hard and to continue to hustle to where I don't have to work as hard and hustle as hard down the road, by creating my own little platform that I kind of have coming together with all of this. So that kind of ties into the reason on why I'm doing this as far as from the health and business side of things, because I want to inspire everybody to work hard, get your money as far as in whatever profession that it is that you're doing. Do not be lazy. Do not make excuses, because nobody really wants to hear that at the end of the day. And if they do try to hear it at the end of the day, they're going to feel sorry for you, and you'll thank me later for telling you that. But anyways, work hard and get the money in whatever profession that it is you're doing, and turn that money that you make after, of course, you take care of your bills and your taxes. Well, honestly, you should really try to focus on paying yourself first. And what I mean by that, put a little bit of money aside first before you pay your bills and taxes, to where that money that you put aside, it eventually will add up in the next couple of months, and you can use that to turn that money into like an asset, to that in due time, slowly but surely, because believe me, this isn't going to happen overnight. Just like this health, fitness, wealth, business podcast that I'm recording right now didn't happen overnight. It took me about 1 or 2 months just to hustle up the courage, just to tell myself, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to see what the reaction I'm going to get, and I'm just going to go with the flow on this. So, basically, that is the whole purpose of that. Generate assets, cut down on liabilities. Now, in the next episode, I'm going to break that down as far as what an asset and a liability is, a little bit more in details, just in case if you don't know what it really means. Now, for those who don't know what it means, I'll just give you one last quick definition of it. An asset is something that can put money in your pockets. A liability is something that will take money out of your pocket. Now, as simple as that may sound, you'd be surprised on how many people do not know the difference between that. Now, in the next couple of episodes down the road, I'm going to have a segment in which I'm going to break down a little bit more in details on assets and liabilities and what basically are examples of that. Because I'm sure y'all are tired of hearing a definition of it and you want me to provide you an example of it. I want you to think about the definition first before I provide you an example to basically back up the definition if you don't already know the definition. But at the end of the day, it's just all about education and spreading the knowledge and basically spreading the truth. The number one thing is spreading the truth on what health is truly about, fitness is truly about, wealth and business, and how all that comes together as one. Because believe me when I say this, and you're going to probably get tired of me saying this, health and wealth coexist a lot more than you realize. And I'm going to say this again and just let this sink in. Health is wealth, as the old saying goes. But I'm going to take this a step further and say that health and wealth coexist a lot more than you think. Now let that sink in. Let that begin the next discussion as far as what I'm saying on this, because believe me, it's going to be worth the wait as far as how I go more into details about this and, of course, how I continue to spread the message about this. Now, once again, I just want to thank y'all once again for tuning in to the first episode of the Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business podcast. Once again, y'all can visit healthfitnesswealthbusiness.com/CP for my initials, to where y'all can check out the latest deals that I have set up as far as that can help you benefit to your overall health and your overall wealth. And you can even tune in to the next episode of the Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business podcast series here, brought to you by yours truly, the host, Clifton Pope. As I am proud to announce once again, this is only the beginning, but this is the first episode and the first installment of the Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business podcast. I want y'all to stay healthy. I want y'all to stay wealthy. I want y'all to stay blessed. And I want y'all to have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, whatever it is that y'all doing based on when you're watching this. Thank you so much for tuning in and just taking the time to be informed and be educated about everything health related and wealth related, because there is more to come. Once again, the Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business Quadrant, my first ebook, Forgotten or Misunderstood. I'm officially going to start working on it this week, and next week when I put out the next episode of the Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business podcast, I'll give y'all a little bit of an update on where I'm at, and as far as breakdown, maybe the details and the chapters that I'm going to be talking about and the topics that I'm going to be talking about in the book as well, because believe me, it's a nice little sneak peek exclusive that I'm going to give y'all if y'all just tune into the next episode and tell your family and friends about it. As far as what is he talking about, or what does he mean by that, just tune in here to the official Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business page up on Facebook or youtube.com/Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business. You can search it within the YouTube and it'll come up as far as the video. You can YouTube it as Hfwb podcast #1 to help get to my YouTube page a lot quicker. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like the page on Facebook. Spread the page on Facebook. Continue to just push the message and be part of something that could be very special, and it could be a revolution in the making. Who knows? I'm just taking this one day at a time, just like all the great companies and brands and businesses. They all didn't blow up overnight. It takes time. It really does. Now, this could turn into something special, or it can all fall apart, but we're gonna see. I want y'all to join me on this revolution, join me on this experience, and once again, thank you very much for tuning in to the Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business podcast series. I'm your host, Clifton Pope, signing off. Stay healthy, stay wealthy, and stay blessed. Till next time, everybody.